Inertial maneuvers.
There are quite a lot of maneuvers where you need to use your inertia to steer the boat properly. And the important part of this maneuver is trying to maximize the velocity, the speed of your boat, so trying to minimize the drag of the boat. You can use this inertia, for example, if you have a tight mark rounding. So if the windward mark is a little bit upwind to you, you can whether try to take it in one without tacking, or for example do a double tack, fast double tack without actually starting, let's say, on the new tack. So the important things for these maneuvers is to minimize the drag.
Exactly. The key part is that at some point you need to turn the switch off completely of the lift, and then go just for minimizing the drag and stop. So at some point you try to get the best speed you can before acting, and then at some point you just switch off. The worst thing to do is to try to keep a little bit of lift on the sails while actually you are not performing, or you are just going actually sideways. No? So that's the worst thing to do. The best thing to do is to just change completely your mode. So this means also, for example, when you try to catch a buoy that is slightly to windward, no? A windward mark that is on a line just above your line, then you need to, for example, to pull the backstay all the way, for example, to flatten the hairstay and to flatten the entry of the mainsail while the sails are flapping.
In fact, it's a little counterintuitive. So the sails needs to flap. Obviously, the flapping gives you more drag, but the problem is you need to have your sheets eased, because otherwise you have just the front part of the sails, which is actually not providing any power, and the back part of each sails, which is actually giving lift. This is resulting in only a side force, and nothing of your lift coming from the sails is actually pointing in the direction of the boat. No? So the lift is just let's say the sum of all the little forces acting on the surface of the sail. Obviously, the forces are actually only perpendicular to the surface of the sail. So if the sail is full only on the back part, actually your boat is only going sideways, and so you are demanding to the appendixes of in the water, so to the rudder and the keel, to give you some anti-leeward forces, and so you cannot steer the boat properly, and you are having vortices in the water, and you are actually losing a lot of power, a lot of effort, when you just need to let the boat go as fast as she can in front of her. No?
Yes.
And obviously the helmsman need to have the capability of steering as much as possible, and in the case of a mark rounding, you need not to touch the wall. So.
Exactly. So it's obvious that to minimize the drag, also the wind force is a factor. No? So if in light winds it's easier to minimize the drag, while obviously when there is strong wind, then you have a very little time to go against the wind before the boat stops.
Yes.
While there are some other maneuvers where your inertia can help you achieve actually the best VMG to the buoy in this particular moment. No? So, for example, can be the leeward, the opposite, the leeward mark rounding. No? So the same speed we saw when looking at the America's Cup for the famous JK rounding. so the tack immediately after the mark rounding. The same speed can help you after rounding the mark, can help you make the famous S that the pro drivers are making just after the buoy to place the boat immediately on the normal standard VMG upwind, while keeping a line that is slightly above the buoy itself.
Yes, in fact, when you enter the leeward mark, the downwind mark, you can accelerate. Actually, you have a little bit of, let's say, broad reaching or reaching. So your boat is accelerating during the maneuver, and probably your speed is over the target speed that we will have during the upwind leg. So you need to use that extra speed to actually go against the wind, and this helps also the trimming of the sails, because you depower the sails when you do this. You depower the sails so the trimmers can pull by hand, for example, basically, and then you put yourself in the correct angle, having let's say the right position also from the tactic point of view, no? Because yes. what you are normally doing, if you are not a pro, like us, for example, you have more speed than you need, so your apparent wind is actually more in front of you than you are used to. Probably the sails are not pulled correctly,
yes.
So you exit the mark with a too wide angle, and then little by little you lose your velocity, your extra speed, and you achieve the correct angle maybe after a couple of boat lengths or even more. So you open the door to a competitor which is probably next to you, no? Just after you.
Yes. It becomes a really complicated situation when the boat that is rounding the buoy just after you manages to have a line that is inner compared to yours. So that's exactly switching the forces, let's say, in the race. So she gains control against you, and she can decide whether to tack to leeward when you are tacking, or even she can maybe block your tack or escape from a covering situation when you tack and tack back. Then she can manage to go outside your bed air.
In fact, exactly. So she's out of your bed air, so she's in a position where she can stay actually, and in the other way you can put yourself in the opposite, in the position when you can decide whether your opponent is in bed air or not, no? So yes. You can have him tack, just pointing a little bit. You can have your opponent tack, if you like, for example, the side you are going on, or you can try to have your opponent just stay there. So you give him just the correct room, so he seems to be in a good position.
Yes, but actually he's probably losing a little bit of space, and then also the race goes on. Yes. So when you are getting closer and closer to the finishing line, which is in most cases your target.
Yes, in fact. So it's very important to do all this maneuver without the sails pulled tight. You need to have the boat as sleek as possible in the water and also in the air.
Exactly. So you need a lot of practice actually to execute properly everything, not to tack when you just want to laugh and so on. But still you see the good maneuvers like these are meaning a lot of control on your situation during the race.
In fact.
Ciao, thank you, bye.
Ciao, ciao.